Alright, guys, it's your boy Bob coming back to you again with another message of peace. I salute you as always in the name of peace. But before all, let's thank the Almighty for allowing us to be alive another day. Let's thank Him for peace. Let's thank Him for wealth. Let's thank Him for health. Let's thank Him for prosperity. Let's thank Him above all for love. Because without love, God did not make anything in this life. Because everything He made it with love. The reason why I say all the time, every day that you wake up, praise God for allowing you to be alive another day. And He allows you to experience this beautiful planet that you are living in. And He allows you a way that you don't get lost into this concrete jungle. Because if you realize, we are living in the concrete jungle. Amen. You know, sometimes I have been talking to some of my friends, right? And one day, one of my good friends asked me at work, why, Ba, in your opinion, do you think relationships in our days are failing? Why do you think the man is getting married to a woman or the woman is getting married to a man, but at the end, they end up having hatred toward each other? Even though they had swore to each other that they're going to be together for better and worse, for life, sickness, or death do us apart. Why? He's like he doesn't understand why. Because he himself have a lot of friends that are married or are in a relationship. But at the end of the day, all of them are going through the same thing. Why is it that? So I'm like, brother, I'm going to give you my opinion, but I'm not going to say this is what is right or this is what is wrong. But I'm just going to give you my opinion through my own experience. Because at the end of the day, you can only give what you know. So whenever you speak about something, make sure you are speaking out of experience, not what you read in books. Because you are only liable to what you know. What you do not know, even if you speak about it, you don't know about it. So, I'm going to say it like this. To the married man, right? Remember when you first got married, right? In the beginning, everything was good, man. You guys are having sex. You guys are talking nicely. You guys are sweet to each other every day and every night. Everybody's happy. You tell your woman where you are going. She tells you where she's going, how she feels, and every day. But 1 year later, down the line, things start switching. You start feeling a certain way, and she start feeling a certain ways. Everybody at the end of the year, you start seeing things in the other person that you do not like. And the other person starts seeing things that they do not like. And therefore, you guys start fighting a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. You start holding grudges against the other one, and she start holding grudges against you. Little by little, things start building up. And then down the line, it comes a time you are tired. You don't want to deal with it no more. And then you want to break up with her, or she want to break up with you. Or on the other side, people stay together more than 10 years, 20 years. Even though they are in pain within their heart, but they still become patient and they hold on to it. They are crying inside, but within themselves, if they were true to themselves, they are not happy. But they are just staying there because society is telling them, be patient. Indeed, patience is really good because nothing comes without patience. But at the end of the day, all relationship, people are always complaining. Why? I'm just gonna share my opinion about it. Maybe this video I'm making right now will be one of my longest video. So I advise each and everyone that is watching this video to watch it till the end before you decide to say anything about it. And then, if you want to say anything about it, put it down into the comment so I know, and I will share my opinion also about it. Because at the end of the day, each one of us is just giving their opinion. It's not about what is right and what is wrong. It is about how you are programmed to live your life. So I'm going to say this, right? Today I'm just going to talk about marriage, right? First of all, right? Marriage, it is society that have made marriage, in my opinion. Even though we say that it's God that that made marriage, but in my opinion, it is society that have decided marriage. Why? Because we don't want to have children here and there. We just want to have a wife and have children with it, and then be able to raise those kids, and then those kids also will be able to have a wife or a husband and be raising other kids, and down the line the society can continue. But what is happening, right, especially nowadays, 21st century, right, a lot of time one of your friend calls you, brother or sister, I'm getting married, and they're so excited, and I have found the right person for me, and I want to spend the rest of my life with that person. The wedding comes in, you spend a lot of money, you rent a hall, you invite people, you make dresses, and everybody comes happy. And then the wedding comes, you do the wedding. After the wedding, everybody leave you guys together. You guys stay together. Most of the time I realize, right, as soon as they have their first kids, their first born, whether it's female or not, everything starts spoiling, or falling apart. People start divorcing. Most of the time I realize, right, the second year is when people divorce the most. Why is that? I'm going to give my input about it and my own understanding and my own opinion about it. What I realize, right, when a man is married to a woman, right, the woman, she have never been a mother before, and the man have never been a father before. As soon as they get married, the man has his own expectation, and the female have her own expectations. These two people are raised in the different families. In a different part of the world, they were raised differently. Therefore, they understand the world differently. But when they get married, each one is not showing who they are. It's just a facade you are showing. It's like the first time you meet a person, you guys talk. You are pleased the way that person talked to you. But in reality, that's not who they are. It's just because you guys just met. So therefore, when you get married, in the beginning, everything is good. The female is behaving the best way she can behave. The man is behaving the best way he can behave as possible. But how long can you show that facade? Because it's not who you really are. As you guys go down the line, the expectation that you had within yourself, you do not see it from the other one. And the female does not see that towards you. As you go down the line, the female were expecting, as she saw your pictures online, how you were dressed nice, how you were looking beautiful, how you were looking good. Now, probably even your own clothing, whenever you undress, you just drop them anywhere you want to be. I mean, anywhere, you just drop them. You don't wash your clothes, you don't change your socks. Even your shoe, you don't clean them. And the female herself, you're going to start seeing the female. Whenever she eats, she just dump it into the sink. She just leave it there. She's not clean. Or any issue she have that you have problem with, start being revealed to you now, because your eyes now are open, because now you are seeing reality of life. Therefore, problem start setting in into your relationship. But in your mind, you like, let me just give it a try. Maybe she can change. Because in your mind, you are expecting her to be exactly how you want her to be. And she is expecting exactly you're going to be the way she wants you to be. But in reality, let's ask this question. Is that what you are expecting? Is that real? No. Because reality, right? Nobody can stick to your expectations. Honestly. Nobody can fulfill your expectations. Like Peter Tosh said, right? I am not in this world to live up your expectation. Neither are you here to live up to my expectation. Because the reality of life, the only person that you can change is yourself.
Waiting for connection.
You cannot change another person. When they decide to change, they are going to change. When they don't want to change, they want to be who they are going to be who they are. The only problem we are facing nowadays is accepting who that person is and are accepting what we are growing with them. So, let's go ahead. I will say number one issue that people are facing in marriage from the man's side is the intimacy. The man is always complaining that he's not being intimate with his wife. I believe, in my opinion, number one problem that men are facing in relationship is the problem of sex. Let's put the joke aside, man. It's not something to hide because it is biology. Because in reality, a man in his life, this is part of him basically. He think with his penis, honestly. And the female is looking for a man that can secure her. Because look, anytime you meet a woman, right? In reality, the female is looking for security. For a man who can secure her. She can stay home and be secure and stay with her kids. The man is always looking for a woman that he can stay with and sleep with. And the female should be submissive to him. This is number one thing that a man is looking after a female. But nowadays, many female we have nowadays, they have this mentality that they can do everything for themselves. I am independent. Therefore, my question is this, right? How can an independent woman, someone that is independent, be with a man? Because if you think you are independent, right? And you are in a marriage with another man. But the man is behaving just like our society is expecting. He is looking for a submissive woman, someone that whom, whenever he asks something to her or tell her something not to do it, she doesn't do it and she doesn't argue with him. But the female in her mind, she's looking to do whatever she want to do because she's independent. She's working, she's making her own money, she's feeding the children, she's doing whatever. Like in the West right now, right? Let's talk about it. Most of the time, the female is the one that buys stuff in the house, like the children clothing, the food, and everything. And the man pays the bill. So the man have his expectation, and the female has her expectation. So I'm gonna talk about my experience, right? In my experience, what I know, the best way for a marriage to work, I'm not gonna say this is going to make the marriage work, but that's what my expectation, my understanding is, right? To me, a female should understand herself first and understand that she is feminine. She is most caring than the man. She is most giving than the man. It's not about a competition. A female most of the time is there to take care of children and the house, to clean it and everything. And the man is there to be like a hunter, a gatherer, someone who will pay the bills, someone who is there for your security, someone who is there to take care of you emotionally and physically. But the minute nowadays a female, right? Next example. she withholds sex from her man. Because in reality, this is 99% of the problem that is happening in our society. You can talk to any man. A lot of time, this is the problem men are having in the relationship. Let's say a man is paying all all his bills. He's doing everything. But most of the time, let's say he wanna intimate with his wife, but the wife is not in the mood, and she doesn't wanna give it, and the man is frustrated. Sometimes cheating happen in the relationship. I'm not going to say that's the cause of it, or it should be the cause of it, but a lot of times misunderstanding happen. The female going to another man, or the man going to another female, because they're not truly in their heart, they're not truly fulfilled in the marriage. So nowadays we have female that call themselves independent. And honestly, I'm telling you guys, right? I'm telling both men and female, especially the female. I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna say this is right or wrong, but in my understanding, if a female truly believe that she is independent, or she believes that she's independent, there is no way you can stay with another man. Because in our society right now, every man, whether you are from Africa, whether you are from Europe, whether you're from Canada, whether you are from Brazil, whether you are from the United States, you expecting your wife to respect you. You are expecting the wife that listen to you. When you're talking to her, she is listening to what you're saying. When you tell her do not go here, she doesn't go nowhere. That's what every female is expecting. Every man is expecting in the relationship. But nowadays, that's not what is happening. Nowadays, you say one word, the female said 20 words. Now I'm asking myself and you, how can that relationship continue? I'm not here to say the man is better than the female or the female is better than the man. In my opinion, the female and the man, there is no comparison. There shouldn't be no comparison. It is like a plumber and a carpenter. If I'm like my house right now, right? If I have a problem in the kitchen or the plumber, I call the plumber, right? If I want to paint, I call a painter. If I want someone to take care of the house, I call that person. Each one have to play their roles. Therefore, there is no comparison. The plumber, if he learned to be a painter, exactly he's going to be a painter. If he learned to be just a carpenter, he's going to be a carpenter. But in reality, the female, when God made you, he made you as a nurturer. Someone, he gave you a breast for you to breastfeed the kids. In reality, you're going to think about anything. You want to think about whatever you want to think. I'm not going to say you're not going to be happy. You're not entitled to your own opinion. But in reality, a female, in my opinion, it is what God made of you. Reason why, when you sleep with a man and he ejaculates inside of you, you give a baby. Because that's what God made you. You become pregnant. And then 9 months, you give a baby later. When you are in the house, when the men bring money in, you'll be able to take care of that. You have more love than the men have, because it is feminine. The reason why a lot of mistakes when they talk about love, they put it into the feminine way, because love is feminine. The love that comes from a female heart, it is more than what is coming out of the man's heart. Because the female always wants security. She always want to be home. She wants the man to be close to her or not. But if we are going to listen to now our society nowadays, that is teaching us the man and the female are the same thing, which is not right. The man and the female are like the moon and the sun. We are just complementing each other. The moon, at night, the moon shines. During the day, the sun shines. There is no comparison between the sun and the moon. It is just two things that is playing two different roles. So we have to accept that. When we learn to accept that, we can be together and live tranquility. And then the second thing is this, right? When you guys are getting married, or you guys are married, or you guys live together for 1 year, the man is trying to dominate the female, and the female is trying to dominate the man. The man do not trust the woman, and the woman do not trust the man. But I tell you guys one thing, right? There is a beautiful chapter in the Quran that says, يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ وَأُمِّهِ وَأَخِيهِ وَصَاحِبَتِهِ وَبَنِيهِ لِكُلِّ امْرِئٍ مِّنْهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ شَأْنٌ يُغْنِيهِ. The day that the man or whoever, يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ, the day that he will be running away from his friend. وَصَاحِبَتِهِ, I mean, he's going to be running away from his spouse. وَصَاحِبَتِهِ, and his friend. وَأَبِيهِ, and it's from his children. وَأُمِّهِ, he's going to be running away from his mother. Because like in Islam, right, it says, the day of judgment, you will be running away from your wife, from your mom, from your father, from your friends. Why are you going to run away from these people? And even from your own children, you're going to be running away from. In case if you have done wrong to them, you will be afraid that they're going to be asking you about it. Therefore, the man will be running away from those things. So in reality, if you truly believe in that verse, and then at the end of the day of judgment, you're going to be running after those things, then why are you on this planet getting married and then getting attached to your wife or to your husband and expecting them to fulfill your happiness? Because in reality, nobody is here to make you happy or make you sad. Whoever you are living with is just here to teach you a lesson that you are in this planet alone and you are going back alone. Therefore, anytime you are in a relationship with someone and you are trying to possess the other one and the other one is trying to possess you, this is the reason relationships are failing. Because in the beginning, when people are together, right, nobody is trying to possess the other one. There is no trust issue. There is no kind of issue. Each one is just showing their best performance. But as they go down the line, you try to possess the woman. Wherever she's going, whatever she's doing, whoever she's talking to, and everything, so on and so forth, you have to know about it. And then vice versa, the female is there doing the same thing. Therefore, you're trying to control the other person. Because guys, I tell you, right, in our society, anytime you are married, you are told how a husband is supposed to behave. It is not even coming within yourself. It is coming from the memory you are told about a husband is supposed to behave. Therefore, anytime you marry a female and she does not behave the same way you have been taught as a female is supposed to behave, that's when the troubles start setting in. But if we were to understand each other, let's say the female understand, hey, I am in this marriage willingly and I am ready to spend my life with this man. Therefore, the man has his need and I'm here to fulfill those needs. Same as me, the man is married to me. He came here in this marriage as a contract to fulfill my need because I have certain need. Therefore, we will start to understand each other and grow up in a different level in a way that we're going to communicate every single issue we are having in our relationship. Reason why they said communication is the key central of every relationship. In my opinion, right, every relationship that is lacking communication, it is not going to stand on any ground. Because when you have something that is bothering you in your heart and you are not explaining to the other person and then you're expecting them to read your mind, whereas they cannot read your mind, then you're just going to go on living life with the same people
frustrated. You keep on harboring this kind of frustration 5 years, 10 years down the line. It is as if you are sitting on a volcano that is just ready to erupt. The minute that volcano erupts, only fire will spark in. Therefore, most of the time when people break up, it's gonna be really ugly. Why? Because they kept on going down the years, keeping grudges within their heart, keeping enmity, keeping things that were bothering them within their heart. And as time goes by, this thing keep on growing. It's gonna reach a time where the wall is hit and you cannot pass that wall. Therefore, only fire will stop erupting. Reason why you see people are fighting for kids, for every single thing. But all these things are just frustration. So I'm gonna tell you guys, right? If you've been listening to my video for so long, I have been saying one thing, that you came in this planet alone and you are going back alone. So, everything that you do, remember that when God made you, He made you holy. You are complete by your own self. All you have to do is tap within yourself. The minute you start tapping within yourself, you will understand that you don't need nobody to make you happy or to make you sad. When you meet a partner or a friend or whoever you meet on the road to spend time with, you are not spending time with them because you need them in your life as if they are your life given. They are just there as a complement. Whether they're there or not there, you are fulfilled by your own self. If not, you will go on running after things all your life. And then you're going to reach a certain age full of frustration, full of anguish, full of regret, full of desire that can never be fulfilled. And then death will come knocking at your door and you are not ready to go because you have many things that you have not fulfilled and that you are planning to fulfill. And death is not going to wait for you because death is here to take you away because there is time for you to go. And then life goes on. The people that you are living with or the things that you are running after or whatever you are trying to fulfill in this life is going to be left behind you. Now you're going to go alone, by yourself, with yourself. One love.